Hey everyone, welcome back to Endless Money Pits. This is a 2001 Chevrolet Corvette, and today I'll show you how to lower it for free by adjusting some bolts in the factory suspension. Another popular method is to completely replace those bolts with ones that are designed to make the car go even lower. Those kits usually cost around $50 to $100, and I'll be showing you how to install those in next week's video, but today we'll see what we can do with the factory parts. Here are the tools that I used for this job. Torque wrench, 2 socket wrenches, 18mm socket, 19mm socket, 21mm socket, 10mm ratcheting wrench, painter's tape, tape measure, digital micrometer, impact driver, floor jack, and a set of jack stands. For this job I also needed 4 wood blocks, 2 rubber mats, gloves, safety glasses, penetrating oil, a light, a stool, and a creeper. To accurately see how much we lower the car, I put a piece of tape at the top center of each wheel arch so I can measure in the same spot each time. Here are the numbers I got from the first measurement. If you're not using an impact driver, you'll want to break the lug nuts loose before you jack up the car. Park the car on a flat surface and put the emergency brake on. My floor jack didn't fit under the front or the rear of this car until I drove it up onto 4 pieces of wood for a little extra clearance. I also had to put some rubber under 2 of the wood blocks because the front wheels just kept pushing them forward. If you don't have pieces of rubber like this, you could use floor mats or something similar. I used to be really paranoid about working under cars like this, but these new jack stands I got are really beefy and feel completely safe. They're more expensive than my old Harbor Freight stands, but life is priceless. You can safely jack up and support the car at these points. I usually keep a piece of wood on my jack so there's no metal-to-metal contact, but I can see where this car has a little damage from being jacked up without wood. It's not a big deal, but I don't want to damage anything if I don't have to. Let's start with the front suspension. These wheels have plastic caps covering the lug nuts, so be careful not to damage them. The bolt we're adjusting is right here at the end of the leaf spring. This is a really simple design. There's a rubber pad on the bottom of the bolt that pushes down on the control arm. Turning the bolt clockwise will raise the car, and counterclockwise will lower the car. If you need some extra space, just turn the wheel hub out of the way. I sprayed the bolt with a little penetrating oil first to make it easier to turn. I tried putting a jack under the leaf spring to relieve some of the pressure from the bolt, but it didn't work that well. I'm going to adjust these all the way up and see how low the car can go on the factory bolts. Put the wheel back on and we'll move to the rear. The rear is designed a little differently. There's a bolt coming up through the bottom with a nut on the top and rubber bushings in between taking the pressure. Tightening the bolt will increase tension, raising the car. Loosening the bolt will reduce tension, lowering the car. I wedged a socket wrench with a 21mm socket on top and turned the bolt from the bottom with an 18mm socket. It's down to the point where there's only one thread visible above the nut. I used a micrometer to measure from the top of the bolt to the top of the nut so I could try to match it on the other side. When you're done adjusting all 4 bolts, you can put the car back on the ground, torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds, and go for a test drive to settle the suspension a bit before you measure to see how much height it's lost. The right and left sides did not drop evenly, but the car is level enough to send it back to the owner to test it out. After 3.5 weeks, he brought the car back and I measured it again. The car nearly dropped another ½ inch almost all the way around, which was pretty surprising. And since you've waited so patiently, here are the before and after pictures. I have more videos about your C5 Corvette with more on the way, so make sure to check those out. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more of the best DIY videos on the internet. And until next time, just keep throwing money at it.